So, my city, it's that time again. Big Mike's open mic. So excited. This guy is coming to Comedy Works this weekend. Excited to have him on. Bryan Callen, how you doing, man?
I'm just a man, my friend. Two shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. I love it. I love it. I like that club down there.
You've brought some snow with you. We have not seen a flake of snow this entire week. It's been so bizarre.
Yeah. Well,
so
you guys needed to cool down a little bit. You know what I mean?
We needed the
myself,
moisture,
I'm
as they
bringing
say.
heat. Denver already a little hot. I got off. I was like, I was in like a t-shirt. I couldn't believe it last night.
You were saying it was like already in the 80s down in Austin where you're at.
Yeah, too hot. It's too hot, man.
We've been close. We've been in like 70-degree weather, which doesn't happen in February. It was the warmest February ever, not a snowflake. So
come on, global warming.
Here we go.
We're going to love it. Our grandkids are going to have a problem. Meanwhile, I'm staying warm.
We're good. As long as we have our years of comfort, I'm solid.
Thank you.
So, dude, welcome here. You know, what's crazy to me is I was just looking like it was a few months ago, Mad TV, 30 years.
Dude.
30 years. That's crazy.
How about that?
Yeah, for me, obviously, you were obviously part of the show, part of the very first cast, very first season. I was just a fan of it, but it feels like it was so fast. Does it feel like forever ago? Does it feel like yesterday? What's it feel, or does it feel like 30 years?
I mean, here's the problem, man. When you think about 30 years ago, if I think about 30 years from now, I'm going to be pushing the grave. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be 90.
Wow.
I'll be 89 in 30 years.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I got 30 years left to live.
So you were in your 30s.
You know what I mean?
when that was going
that's
on.
30 years ago. So that's how I put it into context. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's old, and that's a long time. But it doesn't, I don't know. Like when you get to a certain age, like that, those decades, you start talking in decades, right? I've known him 20 years. I've known him 30 years. It's a weird, and things change. I've seen so much change just in this business, just in what we do.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Technology and
podcast. What was a podcast? What was that?
Yeah.
Google. I didn't grow up with Google.
Nope.
Like, I didn't grow up with a phone with a camera and all that stuff. None of that stuff.
Well, back in the day, it's like your stand-up comedians' time to shine was like doing a late-night show.
Oh, bro.
That's how you got on the map.
It was a whole different thing. You worked, you did the circuit, you had radio, and radio's gone almost, except for you guys.
Thank you for coming.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you guys,
here.
but it's still some of those holdouts that are still doing really well. But it's just everything has changed, and who knows with AI. But I have a prediction. I think AI. I just think that something about us as human beings when we see it as AI, if it's a beautiful woman, if it's a funny joke, if it's a cougar jumping through, we're just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It just doesn't hit me.
I feel like the appeal or the coolness of it is definitely wearing off. People like, I wish there was a setting just in any of my feeds. Just I don't want to see anything AI. I don't want to see.
Because there's something about, and I don't know what it is. I'm trying to write about it, but it's like. It's not, we don't want to see everything in Technicolor. We actually don't. You think you do. Yep. You think you want to taste all the candy. You don't. Because the minute you do, it's like pulling the curtain back and you're like, oh man, all the magic is gone.
Right.
There's something about that sort of, you have to have some mystery. It's like your phone, man. I was thinking about this. Like my phone, I got all the answers. All the facts, tree of knowledge right here. Anything I want to know, it's right here. It doesn't get me closer to the truth.
Yeah.
It doesn't get me closer to meaning. Without getting philosophical, I think about that. I'm like, there's something there, man.
I annoy some of my co-hosts because like they'll say something I know is wrong. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna figure it out because the answer's at your fingertips.
It's at
2
your
seconds
fingertips.
away.
That answer is the facts but facts are endless.
Yep.
But it somehow we need something else. That's my rebuttal to AI.
100%.
It ain't gonna solve all the problems. We still need this conversation.
Well, and speaking of podcasting, off limits for you. You talk about so many things that are taboo. You had like what inspired you to start that podcast?
Because
how long
people
have you been doing
say you
that
can't do that. That's been a while now.
Yeah.
But I have Fighter and a Kid too. But for us, it was always, look, I'm in a business of original self-expression, which means I have to be able to speak my mind, which means I got to tell the truth as I feel it, as I see it.
Yeah.
And like we live in a time where, that can cost you. Okay, so be it. That's what I love about stand-up. It's the last bastion of free speech. I can get up and just say outrageous stuff. I'm in Austin. I'm at the mothership with all those killers over there. So that's that one safe haven where we're allowed to just go crazy.
And just be able to point out the lunacy of the world, of things, of life, and all
guess
that.
What? And we all love it.
And make people laugh for it.
People love it.
So you're at Comedy Works this weekend. I found, like, especially for people that have been doing stand-up for decades, that usually when they see Denver on the map, it inspires. There's a certain kind of feeling for you, like when you know Denver's coming up. What's that do for you, man?
I love that. I love that space. It's an old school space, low ceilings, like deep crowd. Yeah. They pack it in. That's electric. Oh, and by the way, I think Wendy at Denver with Comedy Works was the first person to make you put your phones away. That's what Rogan does at the mothership. Because what it does is it focuses all of us. We have to put our phone away. People panic. But guess what? All your attention goes right to the
I've
stage.
seen people try to hide their phone in their back pocket. I'm like, just enjoy the show.
We're addicted, man. Nation of drug addicts, just dopamine.
Enjoy the show. You don't have to record the concert. You don't have to record enjoy. You spend all that money just to watch it through your phone.
It's so weird, right? We need this filter or something, you know?
Yeah,
and that's but people love it. It's like everything stops and you get a sense, you get a chance to
for sure
zoom in, man.
Well, you can get those tickets at comedyworks.com. Definitely get those. It's gonna be a nice. Like, the snow's done like in a few hours. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Right here, I got my comedy cap. These are all former guests of Big Mike's open mic.
Okay.
And they've asked a question. I've had them answer a question, but they added to the cap. So I would love for you to pick a question out of here if you could read it for the peeps.
All right. Let's see.
And hopefully it's a good one.
Let's pick this. I'll grab another one if it's not. I don't care. I live on the edge. It's my boy, Michael Yo. I haven't talked to him in a while. Who is the first comedian to believe in you and help you in your career or bring you on the road? So Artie Lang brought me on the road for the first time, but there's a guy named Sarge who just passed away.
Okay.
And Sarge was just a funny dude. And I started doing stand-up with a wig.
Did you?
I don't know why, man. I don't know
Was it
why.
a funny wig or just a regular wig?
It was just my mom's wig.
Okay.
And I just wore it, and it looked like it was real. And there's no reason for me to wear it. I just put it on. And I would just get up and I was just doing stuff. And he looked at me and he said, "You don't need the wig, Bryan." And I said, "I don't." And he goes, "No, trust yourself. And you got a lot of potential. You're talented." And I was like, "I am?" It's the first time I heard somebody say that, man. And I was like,
you don't want to be known as the wig guy.
Yeah. And I was just wearing the wig because it was stupid. It was just weird. It was just a weird thing to do. And it kind of worked, but he was right.
Do you still own the wig?
No, I did for a long time.
Okay.
For a long time, because I have my mother's coloring and her physique.
Yeah.
She just comes from a long line of Italian peasantry. She's a small, bent woman. She looks like she's walking through rain. Well, she gets cold easily. She has allergies.
Yeah.
My dad, Marine, giant, man, grew up on a farm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't that guy. I
hope somebody's found that wig and it's found a good home.
I'm glad you said that. Yeah, and a trench coat.
And if you could add, you'll be tagged here in a few weeks. Another stand-up comedian's going to answer one of your questions if you could add it to the cap, please.
I think my question would be if there's a philosophical question. If you couldn't be refused, what would you ask for? That's a tough question.
I love the philosophical questions.
Yeah.
Throw them off their game a little bit.
Yeah.
They're thinking they're getting some dumb, funny question, and they're going to have to really think on that one. What's funny about that question is, look, there's a lot of things in here. Michael Yo's one gets picked a lot. I actually tried to put that one at the bottom.
Give me another one.
Okay.
Another one,
that one gets picked a lot. Michael Yo's.
See what we have. Okay. What's the worst place doing comedy a club has made you stay? Christopher Titus. I got in trouble for warning a fellow comedian who was a woman not to stay there because it just like the lock. It was literally like I was like, bro, this place is like somebody's gonna come in and like drug me and take my kidney. You know what I mean? But it was in Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Christopher Titus was like, there was an arcade in it, and it was like a crazy place.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he played one of those.
I know what he's talking about. That's a different one.
Get your tickets right now, comedyworks.com. Bryan Callen, thank you so much for making time for us, man.
Appreciate you, brother. That was a good time.